What's up, everybody? It's Sergeant Doomer. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. For me right now, it is currently cloudy, dark, and rainy, just the way that I love it. Other people, like different weather, but that's my favorite type of weather: dark, cold, cloudy, and rainy. Um, but with that being said, I'm back with another video. I don't know if you guys have followed. I posted previously a series that I am starting called Marvel Rivals Walk and Talk, and it features just games that either I did good in or good I did bad in. Doesn't matter, but the whole point of it is to be an educational experience for Marvel Rivals, right? And point out the flaws and the successes within my matches, right? And what caused those things, or the thought process behind my the thought process or motivation behind those thoughts, right? And what I did or what I did or what I thought, what was I thinking during those plays, right? In those moments, those situations. I think it's always great in order to get better. People talk about VOD reviews, but sometimes people just don't understand what to do for VOD reviews or how to do a VOD review, right? Um, and I just kind of wanted to just showcase. It's a showcase of what you are looking for, the things you're looking for, the things you are critiquing about yourself, right? First and foremost, in terms of getting better, because the whole point of a VOD review, right, is to critique yourself and what you need to get better at. Obviously, acknowledge the things that you've done great in, but um, not to forget that the whole point is to improve, right, for more success in the future, so you won't continue doing the same problematic um, things you did that caused you to fail in those moments or situations, right? But yes, so this will be episode 2 of Sergeant Doomer's Marvel Rivals Walk and Talk. But yeah, let's get started on this video.
Light can heal and light can
You have
harm.
to stop them from securing the mission area.
I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have friends by my side.
Also, I'm gonna do my best to uh, first of all, let me adjust my microphone just a little bit. I feel like, um, and then I'm gonna do my best to. Well, there's gonna be pausing in between, as you know, it's a VOD review, right? And I'm going to walk you guys through this, but to make sure that I'm just not blabbing my mouth or just saying random things. But I actually want to make critical, concise points. Um, what's going on, what's happening, and like I said, what I'm thinking.
Lights out.
Hostile coming in
My time to shine.
Lights out.
All right, guys. Now we really have to attack. My time to shine.
Good.
Hold still. The
Not
time
worried about
goes.
it.
Lights out.
Push in. Actually, hold up. Let me. Yeah, let me talk about a point of view here. How was it? Was it? There we go. So we have a bird's eye perspective. I'm gonna be toggling in and out from my first person to the bird's eye view to make it
I need to find
trying to add damage, trying to blind them, and easy walk through, and then venom. Not worried about the venom here because we have triple. I'm trying to sustain in front. My back line, I'm trying to sustain. Like I said, what's happening in front, and obviously since we're running triple, I'm relying on my, well, obviously because I'm the main healer, but since I'm so forward and I have taken the stance of being the aggressor in terms of the triple strategist, I'm taking point, essentially what you're calling it. In the military, you used to call it, you just take point, right? So I'm first man, um, in leading the charge and maintaining the forward, right? And plus Ultron and what's good about this backline of mine for the triple strat, having White Fox and Ultron, is that they're very elusive. so it makes it harder for their comp for Venom and um, oh my gosh, Ileana. I literally can't forget. Or I'm literally forgetting her name. But for Venom and Ileana to take them out, one Ultron's flying, so they have to be good with focusing and aiming, right, for their projectiles or just their regular hits. And then White Fox is also very elusive because she can teleport and she can fight and heal herself at the same time.
Your pain. I fear failure.
Magic and sleep. Easy for fight.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
That is free. Onward to my sacred hole.
And now we're swapping. So, because Ultron's more mobile, he's going forward. And I'm staying back. I'm not even worried about Venom because I have... Either way, I'm not worried about it. So... Venom comes back. Moving away.
Us against the world!
Okay. And then Ultron ults. Unfortunate there. So, I mean, it's something crazy, but I was trying to ult. I was trying to save our ult. We survived because we had Ultron ult from previously before. We're waiting for our Phoenix to come back, and then when I went to go ult, they immediately had to jump on me, and I should have just personally just waited, and just took the L there and died, so that way I wouldn't um, immediately explode like that. But he slammed with the initial damage from the slam and the tendrils. There was just no way for me to survive there. So because of that, we lost that team fight. Got to push back. That's fine. He's in dangerous. He can't really. It's gonna be hard to win rat unless they're really high. Okay, he just went back here.
What are you aiming at? Our enemies are here. I am strength for battle. Lights out.
My time to shine. There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
I feel like I'm so forget.
My time to shine. Better stop that vehicle.
On our way with the statue of Bast.
Get him back in.
I unleash the Ashanti's power.
Behold! That
Okay,
child!
Eliana coming in. That was unfortunate by me. I should have been paying attention to the next line. Not so hyper focus on the front line here. I died there. I should have been, in that moment, I should have been more back, or just like I said before, I should have focused more on my back line there. I was too hyper fixated on the front line because I didn't want them to explode. But we ended up getting exploded anyways because of Ileana. Okay, Venom's coming through, or he can walk in the spawn. He's waiting for ult.
Just in time.
I wouldn't say there, because he's pretty tiny in there. They got pink on.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I should have been more attentive to what was going on. Now, what I should have done, I probably should have backed in. Let's see. If I can keep them alive. And them down. What I should have done, because everyone was so turned around, I should have been paying attention because their whole front line now, as you guys can see, is open here, right? They're not being contested here. Everyone is turned around to deal with the Venom. And this is a whole team thing. Like, what? Like, and this is where they get value here, because Venom now has everybody turned away from the main issue, his team. And so now his team gets free shots from the back. And what I should have done, I should have been keeping an eye, even though I'm a healer, I still should have kept an eye and pressure towards the front line here. And played behind this wall or in this room here. Because I still have a health pack, I can just come up here if I'm in trouble, and I can bubble myself. But now everybody's turned around, like I said before, and he gains value, and I don't think he even dies. No, he doesn't even die. And because I didn't play here, free value. They get free ult, and we all explode. And he gets away for free and heal. And even though we do trade, now this was done by them because they wasted an ult for no reason here. And they had 2 ults. But now they're down an ult. And now we have an ult. Now they wasted another ult here, which didn't make any sense. That White Fox was stupid. Her ulting like that made no sense. And then they committed 2 ults on top of that. So now they have no support ults here whatsoever. So now we just went to fight because they committed early. All because of that White Fox ult. And the crazy part is that they had a complete, they were completely on top of us there. They could have completely, we had to respawn. We were in our spawn. They could have just completely team like us there. But because of that, not only because the team recovery was good, but also they double committed ults there, which on their end was, horrible. Yo, my bad if my mic is
I'm an easy target here. What are you aiming at?
back. I pop ult. We hear that. Still behind. Unfortunate here. Okay, this is another bad part. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm my ult. died out. Venom is dead. And I was too hyper fixated. Now, Phoenix, where was she at here? Oh, she just popped ult. Okay, so that's honestly not her fault. This is my fault in the grand scheme of things because I was too hyper fixated on the front, what was in front of me, and I should have been paying more attention here to the side because it was completely free. And she did her job in terms of going to the side here. And then catching both me and Phoenix. And I paid the price for this.
Behold that child!
Still have point. Hold.
Behold!
By the eye of Agamotto!
There's so much going on here. Okay, I come back here. And then we're... I come back. They're down cloak. I die immediately.
Down to 30 seconds.
What happened here? Did I just walk up?
By the eye...
Okay. Comes from the back.
Behold!
By the eye
Fucking
of
through.
Agamotto!
I think I just walk up here, honestly.
Lights out.
Good medicine.
I should have just... I mean, she was on... See, that's
30
nuts.
seconds.
I still should have probably played that wall, maybe a little more. And I was trying to come in and save to help contest. I mean, I guess that I'm not gonna hear to say who's to blame here the most, right? But Phoenix definitely should have been more helpful there.
We're out of time.
Okay, this is what I thought the imp is.
Feeling good.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Let's keep playing. We have a winner.
This is just a wild animation. Everything. How did I even get out of that ult? Was that their ult or was that our ult? This is where I died earlier, right?
By the eye of Agamotto!
Oops, I went back a little bit. I swapped the images. He portal. I don't know why he portal. Just the portal. Whatever. I honestly, did he block that? I think he blocked that. He did block that. That's why. Even still, or was it because I... Okay, so on impact he blocked it. And then I jumped. Because like, even, I was like, yeah, because I was thinking there, I was like, I should have been hit. When I jumped, I should have been hit because I'm still within the hitbox, but he blocked it still on initial impact. Okay. Now, what's bad about my positioning here, I could have cleaned this up. I could have been here where I'm at. What I should have done is I should have backed up just a little bit more over here to the side. That way I have a little bit more space and I'm not in the middle of everything. Now, the good thing is though, Punisher and Magneto are forward advancing and contesting the backline, or what's soon to be the backline, right? So they're putting pressure on that. So they have no control over that. And they're in a scramble right now. And so they're isolating, is the word I'm looking for, the heal pool, the healer. Strange is too busy here trying to take on Magneto and trying to stop it, which he's not going to because he's going to die. Venom is on a solo mission basically, him and White Fox, but they're being stopped by our White Fox as well. And then our magic is on there. Now the good thing is I jumped back out of this, so I'm no longer in the thick of it all while this is going on here. So I'm getting space and sight. And if anyone's going to dive me in the back line, like this magic, she has to full commit to me with Strange, who's right in front of me. And then, I mean, essentially, yeah, she has to full commit, and then she only has Venom here. So this is probably the best part here from me. And then she can't, so now she protects, right? And she just dies for it anyways. And we just wait. Okay, here, just step back. And we're playing. I die here. Now, what I want to know is... That's why I can speed up and slow down. My apology, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to play here. Okay, so what I did wrong here in this scenario, for those who are going to be watching this, so what I did wrong here was that if I knew that Venom was coming, what I should have done, that he was going to slam, I should have stayed in the back instead of jumping forward. Now, there's nothing wrong with jumping forward or going into the group, but the problem is me jumping forward into this situation is there's so much going on that it puts me more at risk and in danger, right? Which was dumb of me. I should have not done that. The play was I should have waited for Venom to slam, and I shield myself right just before he slams. So it negates the shield, your self shield negates the slam and the damage and impact it does. Yeah, see right here, and I saw him. What I should have done, and we just lost. And I should have just waited for him to slam and negate the slam. So now we're down. No, obviously this was a good play by my team here, and a good play on Venom.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Good on Strange. Strange goes in the back, and ults the back line. So this was good on my team for the recovery. Good, good recovery here.
Time to switch things up.
Even though I went down, I could have played that better. They did a good job of holding it down and recovering off of that.
Top-notch team to win this one.
Okay, let's get this started.
All you need to do is
Now
capture
we
the
are
mission area.
playing
Got it?
defense. So we are 3 right now with a full go through, and they are at 0.
Good medicine.
Gotta get back, get him in. I hear Venom. My bad. Let me get third person mode here. Our backline's fine. I'm not. This whole time, for the majority of the time, I'm not really too worried for the backline. And the white box is pretty cool here, and we have Punisher. There. I can hear her. work is terrible. Okay. Spacing and timing. I mean, honestly, the best thing you guys could do as strategists, right? This is for all my strategist players, specifically, right? The best thing is, in terms of, to be a really good strategist, or to be, if you're trying to be a good strategist, it's proper spacing, timing, and a management of those two, right? Well, not just those two. Awareness would be the third. So spacing, timing, and awareness, right? Those are your three critical things you want to pay attention to when you're healing, essentially playing a match. That's the whole point of being a strategist, right? And they're all in motion of one another, right? All in constant cycle, rotation. Those are things you want to be aware of: spacing, timing, and awareness. And as you can see, like, their dives are not working here, right? With their magic, and they swap over. Oh, there. Okay, so now they're going full dive. They went to BP, magic, and then their venom swapped off. Okay, so in that moment, I mean, it was pretty. Like, I went to go there to the left side because I thought they would need my help. Now, I should not have left, knowing after I saw that White Fox was going to the left, so I should have just stayed. However, thankfully, my tanks are really good, and their team is pretty heavily invested to the left side because they have to sustain all the damage that's being pumped out to the left side. Magic can't get in. Then you have Punisher over here. And that was unfortunate. We both committed ults. I should have. I don't remember if I did. If I didn't, as always, right? Always want to talk to your co-healer, and plan for ultimates, right? I mean, you should be doing this with your whole entire team, but especially for a strategist players, you always need to communicate with your co-healer to ensure that this doesn't happen, right? Or at least that if this is going to happen, that you stagger your ults. Sometimes you have to because there's so much pressure, or depending what the enemy team is planning, there's so much pressure and damage that you may have to pop both of your ultimates. But the best thing is to do in that situation is try to stagger them, so that way you at least have some a better cooldown time and usage of your ultimate in that period of time. They're not overlapping is the word I'm searching for, right? You're not overlapping them and practically making your ults useless, right? Yes, that was right for sure.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Self-shield, he misses. Please, for all my strategists out there who use Sue, if you know that Strange is going to ult, please save your shield for yourself, right? You need to be aware if you know he's going to ult, you need to have your shield ready, your self shield ready for yourself. So in this moment, obviously, I knew he was going to ult, and of course he's going to go for what? The back line. Essentially me or White Fox or both of us at the same time. He goes for it. Let me slow this down here. Self shield. White Fox teleports out, and because our Magneto was so clutch there, who also knew he shielded me too. On top of that, I mean, he did it. He was so stupid here. You can see it from a mile away. Like he literally just jumped in the middle of everybody. Like I mean, he's trying to push forward. He's desperate. Self shield, and then Mag bowled me on top of it. That was actually so clean. Mag bowled me on top of that because he was gonna go for that stupid move, which would have. I mean, I still have my self shield anyways. So, but the just to make sure precaution, that was W of the Mag there. Let me swap. I'm out of there. Now, that was unfortunate. Did I have my shield here? Or not my shield, my push. If I jump, she was gonna hit me. That was dumb of me in terms of, sure, I jumped here, but what I should have done here is I should have, after I shielded myself, I should have pushed her away. I don't know why I didn't push her away. Probably because I was just so hyper fixated or just wasn't paying attention, but that was my fault. I should have pushed her away, especially because I was off a cooldown here too. To get her off of me.
Do your worst.
And because of that, we lost the fight here. Or at least part of it, we lost the fight here. That didn't have to happen. But the team recovers, so it's really good. So we're just waiting here. Magic should have been going for health here, but it's fine.
Only 60 seconds left.
Now either they're going to commit a portal play, or they're going to hard push.
Behold, the
Okay.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Unfortunate. Where did I jump to?
Behold, the child.
I should have jumped on that far right ledge. If I knew I wasn't going to make it, I should have jumped on that far right ledge over there. But unfortunately, they would have. It still would have saved my life here. But they contested it. It's both C and D and Hella. It's just unfortunate. I just couldn't make it the jump over here. So we're gonna lose this point, unfortunately.
I won't disappear so easily.
Charge.
The final 10
I
seconds.
didn't have no time for portal. We were too staggered there.
Feel the pull. I'll get that vehicle to its destination.
An obscene escape.
My spirits? That's much
Good
better.
medicine.
Okay, so here's my favorite part of this whole situation. So now, like you guys can see on the top left here, their team is fully committed, essentially, to dive. They have 3 divers. We have a Magic, we have a Psylocke, and we have a Black Panther. And as you guys know, season 7 is the season for dive, right? This part is really, really important for all of my strategist mains out here who struggle with dive. Remember, timing, spacing, and awareness. Right? This is especially in this season. You should be using this season as a critical way to get better. This is what happened, with the I think it was like season 1, or was it season 2? Season 1 or season 2, where dive was the meta for that season 2 as well, right? And this is what helped me push me to be a better strategist, right? Was as much as people hate dealing with dive, this is essentially the best part. For me, I'm a little weirder than your average strategist, but I love playing against dive. I love playing in dive. To take certain things and understanding and be better, to be a better strategist, deal with pressure, especially because a lot of people who claim to be strategist players, this is what separates a healer from a strategist. A lot of people who are healers who claim to be strategists can't do their thing, which is heal botting, without pressure, right? They can't handle pressure. Um, and this is what to me separates healers from strategists 100%. Learning how to deal with that pressure, um, and flourish in it. Not just deal with it, but also find a way to flourish in that pressure, right? In that situation.
I feel like myself again. Our enemies are near.
Playing wall here, so I'm not getting shot or unnecessary damage.
An unseen assist. I am strengthened for battle.
Here,
Minion.
That's much better.
An unseen
like,
assist.
and even with triple dive, and we're running just a 2-man healer comp, they cannot, right? Timing, spacing, and awareness, right? Let's go back a little bit here. Like, look what happened. She tried to dive me.
Much better.
Okay, so they're gonna lose the healer first. Black Panther and her, and of course patty kicking, and then he gets hit.
An unseen assist.
Then he-
I was in trouble.
Battlefield ready again.
Only 60 seconds left.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
That's old.
I am strengthened for battle.
Stands with you.
Now we have tempo here, which is good. We still could have probably saved the first one, but we don't need as much, but
Get that vehicle moving again.
she did a good job of placing pressure and running down
Down to
time
30
for
seconds.
Swan. So now they have to full commit.
Ah, much better.
Now it's very obvious that they want to, because they're running out of time, and they have a triple dive, they're gonna full commit, obviously on the healers. So they're all setting up on the left side here. Looking. What happened there? Actually, did she get pushed out of her ult? Did she get pushed out of her ult?
Now I see them.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that is crazy. Let me, where is it? I think I pushed her out of her, I stunned her, or moved her out of her ult when she popped that. Let me, where is she? And that was also very stupid of her.
We shall protect this.
It's not showing the animation, but that was a good call. So yes, yeah. If you guys didn't know, you can boop her. Obviously, in that pre-phase, right before she goes into her ult, she is movable. And I booped her right. So she was so stupid to even challenge us with that, like right in front of everybody's faces when everyone knew what she was going to do. And she just got booped because of that.
I am Dark Child.
Okay, I know. Timing, spacing, awareness. Now, I know Black Panther is moving to the left side. He's looking for an opportunity.
10 seconds.
She did. Black Panther's coming from behind. Pushed.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Boom. I know he's going. I have my shield ready, right? This is so important here. Actually, I'm gonna let you guys the full sequence here. So their whole team is setting up.
I feel like myself again. I'm strength. Much better.
Far here.
I unleash the I unleash the
I was in trouble.
Okay, yes. So they're trying to set up a kill box. They fail because I booster. I know Black Panthers is going behind. Let me slow this down so it's a little bit digestible. He gets booped. He
by
misses.
the eye of
I have my
Agamotto.
self shield ready. So I know. I shield my white box. Look, they have to commit. I'm out of the way. I remove myself from the situation.
Oh, dark child!
Spacing. She's trying to come forward. They get booped. Beautiful play. Strange fights forward here. Her ult's about to end.
Battlefield ready again.
She's too far back. She's trying to contest. Now just moving around. Easy.
I'm doing this my
And then
way.
he pops ult.
Beyond sight. I feel like myself again.
And then she's trying to come from the side. Squeeze her out.
Reality yet again. Tremble before
It's
fast.
too late now when he gets his ult.
Final score 1, 2, 3.
Triple dive literally didn't even phase. Like that was. We're probably gonna watch it back one more time. So you can see the full sequence of how it started and how it ended up going.
You let dark child.
But this is what I'm saying. A lot of people, when they freak out when they're getting dope, and it's understandable, right? Dive is the hardest meta to deal with, especially when it's a dive is almost impossible when it's a coordinated team. That's when it gets very frustrating, exceedingly hard, right? Now, I think it's very obvious. I don't know if they weren't coordinated. People think just because they have a dive character, they will automatically win. That's not necessary at all, right? Dive takes a lot of coordination for it to work. A lot of people who get away with just thinking they get away with dive character and they're gonna automatically win out is because people can't deal with it, due to the fact that they don't know how to deal with it properly, right? And most players of the player base, as we all know, are very casual and just don't know and refuse to get better on how to deal with it. But it's very simple when you, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying the very three things: timing, spacing, and awareness. Um, on top of it, not just for yourself, but it's also obviously more helpful when your team has all three of those things. Um, but dive is so easy, and this is why I love playing against dive. Right, love playing as dive and playing against dive. Once you understand as a strategist main, and I play dive myself, right, it's easier for me to understand and harness that knowledge and how to deal with it a lot easier.
Play.
Hold strong. We can do this.
Breaking the hunt.
This is a beautiful sequence. She comes in, has to commit,
Feeling fantastic.
misses.
Us against the world! Final 10 seconds! Clear the way!
By the eye of Agamotto.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner!
Behold, dark child!
Clear the way! Force first!
Battlefield ready again. myself again.
Psionic surge.
Just denied on every injury point. Like, that was
Tremble
a
before bath!
gorgeous, beautiful play there
Final score.
by everyone
1,
here.
2, 3.
Triple dive and could not get in or just capitalize on it at all.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Those dirty of the W team. But yeah, I think it's very important for everyone to. This is really for my strategist mains, right? It timing, spacing, and awareness. I'm gonna keep saying it because it is so important. A lot of people this community of players get so used to being heal bots, and the role is called a strategist for a reason, right? So I think White Fox is deservedly so an amazing strategist. It's the same thing with um, Gambit and Ultron, right? And you have Adam Warlock, you have Mantis, right? Those hybrid strategists that are not fundamentally high in heals, but have massive amounts of utility and damage with their kit compared to the burst healers, right? The main healers, the burst healers. Um, but the game becomes so much more fun to once you understand the fundamentals of this game, it becomes so much more easier, right? Um, and just as a strategist main, it becomes so much more easier too when you put all of those things together. Um, this is probably not probably not as much as I probably wanted to. I'm slurring my words here, but this is not probably the best quality of walk and talk I wanted to do. I feel like I could have done a lot more, a lot better, but I did want to do this one for quite a while. I've been working on some other stuff as well, other videos and stuff for you guys too. But yeah, I really want to. I'm gonna do more of these, obviously, in the future. I hope more people will get onto something like this, actual plot reviews and replays with the community, and not just talking about all the good things they do, but actually the bad things that happen to self-critiquing and understanding things like that. But I really enjoy this. I think I'm gonna do more of this in the future. Hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys let me know if you guys want more of these in the future. For sure. Obviously, I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to get better at speaking. Um, but I really do like the idea of this series. I hope you guys do too. Please, I hate the fact that I have to say like leave a like, but I do want this to become more out there in the YouTube algorithm. So if you guys leave a like and a hype, please hype up the video too as well. It'd be much appreciated. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.